This is the Frank and Friends show. Hi, I'm Frank Murphy.
I'm Cylk Cozart.
Oh, smooth as silk.
That's the drink.
Yeah. I'm so delighted that you're watching and sharing and liking and subscribing to the Frank and Friends show, especially on YouTube, where you can ring that bell for notifications, help us get to our goal of 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. Cylk Cozart, you and I have known each other a long time, and we've got a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Especially the Soul Train Party Express coming to the press room.
And you had Nate Evans on this show.
I heard. I get the notifications. I get the notifications.
You kept hearing.
Wow, what's going on? Something's happening over here. So, Nate Evans is producing the show. He's known, of course, around town for being in The Impressions, The Temptations Review, and all the other things.
Around town, he's known all over the world.
If I have, my viewers are mostly around town, so.
Temptations.
Yeah. Oh, the
Review.
Temptation.
That means
my girl.
His girls. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so many. Well, you were surprised. Let me rephrase that. You surprised Nate and Jane when they got here, saying, "You know how long I've known this man," meaning me, Frank Murphy. And I'm like, "You know how long I've known that man," meaning Cylk Cozart. And they would guess what? A couple of years, right?
A couple of years. We can tell them exactly how long.
Well,
you're good at telling them.
In the year 2022, there's a certain movie called White Man Can't Jump that is celebrating its 30th anniversary, because it was 30 years ago that I moved to Los Angeles. And 30 years ago that I'm like, how am I going to do this job? And I needed to find a celebrity guest to be on. I needed a bunch of them. And I'm calling, trying to figure out how am I going to get some celebrity guests for a Stop the Violence Radiothon at Power 106 Los Angeles.
Because a little bit of violence going on there at that time.
Yeah, people want to stay home. You know, everyone's, if you live in Brentwood, you're not gonna, you're not
stay in Brentwood.
You're not coming over to Burbank to be on a radio show.
Well, yeah. When you were there, they started. They started coming.
Yeah, so I appreciate you because you were the first guest, and I don't mean that figuratively. I mean the first name on the board. You know, we had a whiteboard we write, here's who we got so far, and it was blank until I was able to write Cylk Cozart on there. Wow. So I appreciate that, man.
Well, I appreciate you too. You helped a lot of people by putting that show on during that time. At that time, people were getting killed. People were dying. It was a curfew, 6 o'clock curfew.
Yeah.
If you wasn't part of the medical field or military or law enforcement, you had to be home in your house.
So. Anyway, that's something I've always appreciated you, and also, our mutual friend Jim Johnson.
Oh, that's my guy. That's my man.
He's like a brother to us.
He is my brother. My brother from another mother.
Yeah.
And Wendy, my sister, from another mister.
God bless him. Well, anyway, so you're here because, well, first of all, I mean, you are always invited. Because I've known you forever, and I got to mention that I guess it was probably almost 6 months ago that I needed a guest for my PBS interview show. And who did I go to? I went back to the well and I called on the sure thing over here.
But you're always so good. Really, you do your interviews really well because you ask pertinent questions and you allow the guests to actually talk. Imagine that.
You know what I base it on? Art Linkletter.
Really?
Art Linkletter had a show called Kids Say the Darndest Things, right?
He did?
Once upon a time, Bill Cosby took it over. Not that I'm allowed to say that anymore, but at one point, but Art Linkletter did this show, and I don't even know if it was just maybe part of his regular show called Kids Say the Darndest Things. And anyone in media should watch that. You think why would I watch a 1960s show interviewing kids? But he knew the secret. And the secret is, if you ask a yes-no question, you'll get a yes-no answer. So don't ask yes/no questions. And I guarantee you, watch any interviewer. We all make that mistake. But when you make that yes/no question, and you're like, now what do I do? You do a follow-up. The secret is you say, and why?
Yeah, right. Elaborate on that one.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just it. But that show, it gives you some. I think it's a great pointers. So that's part of what I try to do.
Well, you're really good at it.
I appreciate you, man. That's kind.
Everybody loves you, though.
Well, and you should. I post the pictures of me standing there with, my friends who are on this show. Like I did this internet chef, Adam Ragusa.
Oh yeah,
very popular. He's got 2 million followers on YouTube. People I got a couple of clicks, got a couple of likes. I put Cylk Cozart's picture on there. Your picture's been shared 17 times. It's got 150 likes in the first 2 hours.
Oh,
wow. What? And it's all people we know.
I didn't know I even knew 100.
No, it's like all mutual friends of ours.
Yeah.
That's
what I love about this area in Knoxville and Tennessee and this region. People are really once they're your friends, they stick with you for the rest of your life.
It's good
Some
stuff.
you which they didn't stick it that long, but I'm just
that's me.
No.
So let's talk about, we got the Soul Train, we've unscrambled your name, which is good, since the last episode we found...
I was wondering what was that behind me.
Well, we found the K for Gladys Knight, and we spelled Cylk.
I'm glad you did it before I came on, because she's a friend of mine. Her in Kenya, they'd kill me. They'd kill me if they knew. You're hosting the Soul Train Music Express, Party Express, and you didn't spell... Gladys Knight, right?
Well, think of it this way. They didn't spell Knoxville right either because they didn't have the K.
That's true.
So we found the K.
That's a good one.
But this is the artwork for it. It's got a picture of you on there. The Sun Sphere is happening at the Press Room on Sunday, October 9th. Now,
great venue.
Tell me about your involvement, how you got started, and how you're going to be the new Don Cornelius hosting this show.
Well, first of all, I ain't going to be the new Don Cornelius.
All right,
there's only one Don Cornelius.
All right, so who will you be?
I'm going to be Cylk Cozart.
Yeah.
Bringing in a show that Nate Evans thought would be a massive hit, and he's right, because he wanted to bring back the that feeling you got when Saturday morning. We couldn't wait to get there. We couldn't wait to watch Soul Train.
Yeah.
A lot of people watched it and didn't claim they watched it until it was so popular. And they were like, "Oh, Soul Train." No, but it gave you that great feeling.
Yeah.
You know, the music, real music. I call real music from the '70s.
Oh,
that was
good.
That's
your era.
That was the era. That was my era. Yeah, and.
For each of us, there's a time in our life when it's you're going through something in life and you're changing in life. And a lot of times it's, in radio, we say it's usually around the time that you're in your teens or 18, 19. All that stuff that's changing in your body and in your life and in your emotions, the music of that time is the music that stays with you for life.
Absolutely.
And that's how, we program radio stations based on that. You look at, what's your demographic you're going after, and you do the math, and you figure out, okay, what was popular when they were 18, 19, 20, and that's what you play.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're right, it stays with us. But music now is cool, but it doesn't move you like and the Soul Train.
Well, in 40 years, these kids are all going to say, "Oh man, I remember the 2020s. That was the music."
It was a good year back in the day.
Yeah, but 40 years from now, I'll be over 100 or dead. So I'm not worried about it.
Well, we're in the right place. We got the Body Farm right over there.
Oh yeah, I got to get you over there.
Yeah. Well, not anytime soon though.
No, I meant So you're hosting the show. Cylk Cozart hosting the show. This is, I hope, one in a long series of these. And Climax is the headline entertainment. That's a great way to start.
They have that energy. They have the hits.
Yeah.
And everybody knows who they are.
Yeah.
And they play their musical instruments and they sing. They all are really good musicians and singers. And they're in shape and they just move and they get the crowd moving. You can't help but keep moving when Climax is performing. And even a slow jam, the people moving like, hey.
Well, that's why you want to be at a Soul Train event. It's not. But that's the branding of it. It's not billed, it's not billed as just a concert.
Well, that was the key. And that's what Nate really wanted to influx into this new show. He's not trying to change up anything. He's trying to bring in what was really wonderful at a time. And believe me, you know what I mean when I say this. The country needs positive energy. And what better way than music.
Oh, it's what brings us together.
And I'm not trying to be Don Cornelius, y'all, okay?
Well,
seriously, there's only, even if I looked like him and talked and had the deep voice, there's only one, okay? So what I would like to do is introduce the artists, the groups, the songs.
But you need to do it as you, obviously. That's what we want. We want your personality.
Well, I hope that we'll get some people there that enjoy it, and I think we will.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great time to get and just hang out with friends. Just in the time that, I've been visiting with you and Nate, we've been laughing so much and just enjoying our company.
Yes.
Now, I hope you've made some kind of deal to have some really smooth beverages.
Well, I have.
Because I'm thinking, what's the most smooth of all the things I can think of?
There's a new whiskey blend called Cylk.
Oh, that's where I was headed.
CYLK, like that.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah, and it's smooth though.
That's what I like.
You don't make that face. So that face that people make when they drink. I'm like, how are they enjoying it? And they're not enjoying that. I wanted to have a drink that people would actually enjoy and could drink.
But you've had a couple of different beverages now, right? What are the other?
Country Roads beer.
Yes.
Yep.
And you're getting good sponsorships on these. You're getting placement. You're getting things.
Yeah, we're starting to move because the song "Country Roads" is one of the number one songs. It's probably the number one song played, especially in this part of the world.
Right.
So I always wondered. I have a really great business partner named Rick Clark, who came up with the idea to make Country Roads a beer, and the money came from his family was based down in North Carolina from slavery up to this point, and his grandmother left him this property, and from some of the money from that property, he started creating this idea, and he brought me in, and I was like, this is genius, and I was like, can we use Country Roads? Yes, we can.
Fantastic. So I know that the Cylk whiskey is at a couple places that are easy to get to.
Well, right now it's at the Old Tennessee Distillery.
Is that the one right at 407?
Yes, at 407 exit, right there, right?
Across from Smoky Stadium?
Catty corner from there.
Catty corner, yeah.
There's a nice
Chop House?
Bike there.
Oh.
Those bikes, those big motorbikes.
Yeah, is that where it is? Yeah.
Harley Davidson.
Yeah. I know what that is.
They're right next to us.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. We share a parking lot kind of thing.
Yeah, we got to get over there and make a tasting episode.
You should go over and anybody can go over there and have a tasting contest. You can just ask for Cylk whiskey.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
With a C, and you'll get a good surprise.
Now, your family's been around here. In fact, I recognize the name Cozart from my son went to Catholic High, and there were some Cozarts who played on that. My nephew. Oh man, great
Dorian,
players.
he was a great player
on the local sports teams. And we know you as a Knoxville guy who made it big in Hollywood, working on great movies. I mean, you told a story on the PBS interview about Julia Roberts punching you in the neck. I
didn't think she would really hit me. And she says, I'm left-handed and I can't control. I was like, Jules, please, I'm an athlete. I'm a ball player. I'm a kickboxer. I'm a football player. I can You're not gonna hurt me. Bam!
Out.
She knocked me out. I was out for about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And of course, I had to stay out because of the scene. They thought I was acting.
Oh my gosh. Well,
they thought I was acting. Like, that was really realistic. I said.
Yep.
So I walked around with a big old ice bag on my neck after that, even when it was nothing really wrong. But I wanted to mess with her, and she was really like, she's so cool. Julie was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I said, it's okay, Jules. That's all right. I'll be all right. For all day, and then she realized I was messing with her.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Well, you've got a lot of Hollywood friends. You got a lot of Knoxville friends, and you're always working. It seems like to me, you've always got a great project. I enjoyed to prepare for the PBS interview that we aired at the end of August. I watched, Ball of Confusion, the basketball documentary, and Inherit the Land, and just really good, moving stuff. And you're talking about I don't know if I want to give away any ideas, but you talked about an idea for this thriller that you want to get involved with, that would use some of the science that we talk about, the Body Farm.
Absolutely.
And I'm thinking that's a great idea for a movie. Yeah. I know you can
tell those stories.
Yeah.
You can tell those stories. Like nowadays, you have different ways of distributing product.
Yeah.
Instead of just TV. Most people are not just watching TV. Nobody just sits and watches TV.
I've
they watch
heard
on these things.
I heard that streaming had surpassed broadcast TV a while back, but now streaming has surpassed cable TV.
There's no
going back.
There's no question. It's changed the game.
Yeah.
Look what's happened to the theaters.
Yeah, I know. My wife still likes going to the movies.
But Regal? Dang.
I know, but she still likes going to the movies, right? She likes to get the popcorn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but I like being able to pause the movie in the middle so I can go to the bathroom.
And eat more popcorn.
Well, in Hollywood, you've probably been to some of those fancy screening rooms at Paramount or Warner Brothers. They're beautiful, right? Well, when you go see a movie there, they have these speakers everywhere, and literally they have them in the men's room over every stall.
Yes.
So that when you go to in the middle of the movie,
you don't miss anything.
You still hear the movie.
As long as they can't hear you.
Yeah. That's a Naked Gun
film. Have you ever been on a shot?
Where someone leaves their mic on?
They leave their mic on, and they just go, pee, and everybody on the set hears them peeing and flushing. That happened to me one time. Early. when I was a rookie.
I know. I have worried about that sometimes.
I always cut my mic off.
Yeah, you have to unplug it, turn it off, take out the batteries.
I sever mine. I just cut the new mics every time I come on. I don't take a chance.
Well, when you're out, I'll go on Channel 6 a lot to promote the Frank and Friends show. Yeah. They've got it figured out because you don't even get your mic. You use the one that the previous guest has had.
Yeah.
And then they're like, here. And
can't do that now. COVID.
But I was there one day and they're scrambling trying to find me a microphone because they forgot to get it back for the previous guest and she had driven away. So they're trying to call her. She's still wearing the mic and she's like down the road. But she noticed it and then...
Did she notice it before she talked about everybody or afterwards?
Well, I think once she did both.
She said some things. That director, I can't stand him.
Yeah, so they got it back, but it was kind of funny. In fact, I dropped your and Nate's name last time I was over there, and they said to contact them and they were interested in talking about you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well,
they're jealous that the Frank and Friends show gets such good guests, and they said, how can Channel 6 get such high quality people? I'm like,
through Frank and Friends. You know what's going to be fun?
What?
The Soul Train dance line.
Oh.
Everybody imagines themselves going down that line. Whether you can dance or not is not the issue. It doesn't matter if you can dance or not. Because what matters is if you feel like dancing or not.
So I am not a good dancer. I mean, and I'm self-conscious about that. I can do a lot of stupid... I can, pretend to dance in a comedy show. I can pretend to sing in a comedy show, but I really don't have any musical ability or talent. I was in the very, very first Dancing with the Knoxville Stars because I helped organize it. I helped start it up, right? And we didn't have any stars, so I was in it. We didn't have enough stars. And my mother, God rest her soul, I told her this news. She says, "Oh no, Frank." She says to me, "Move your hands, arms and hands a lot so they don't notice your feet." So thank you for the advice, Mom. And then I start taking dance lessons from Emily Norris over at the Academy Ballroom.
She's great.
And
but you didn't have to dance. You're so articulate and you're funny.
I know, but
you keep the show moving.
But I had to go. I was signed up to dance a routine, and
like the partner dance and all that.
Partner dance. I had to twirl her, and I had to catch. Got to a drop, and all the things. And I was so bad, and she just is shaking her head.
It's so bad.
Because I also, being the organizer of it, right? I said I'll only do it if I get the most beautiful dance partner. Because I figured, I thought that was my
smart man.
I thought that was my way out of it. And they're like, okay, here she is. I'm like,
you asked for it.
Yeah, here she is. And I'm like, okay. So I got the best.
We want people to feel that.
Yeah, I got the best dancer. And anyway, so at one point, she took me and sat me on the woofer and said, all right, I want you to tap out the beat. And I couldn't do it. She said I was beat deaf.
No, nobody is beat deaf.
She said, Emily, my partner in Dancing with the Knoxville Stars, said I was beat deaf. And she says, okay, we're going to rearrange this.
How do you do that?
Well, she would have her husband, she would dance with her partner Jeremy at the time. And I would stand behind Jeremy and try to copy his moves. And then...
Not good.
It was better, because at least I'm a visual learner, it turns out. And then basically she Ginger Rogers'd me. She back-led and dragged me around the floor.
Ooh, she's good.
And then just to really, because I thought this is so bad, it's so bad. So my one comedy idea was we did it to the theme song of Mission Impossible.
Dun, 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 dun.
That was my
Lilo Shefflin is cracking up right now.
So I had a guy come on and go. Emily, your mission is to teach Frank Murphy to dance.
Mission Impossible.
That's right.
No.
So we got some laughs. I didn't win any points. I didn't get, but I got laughs. So that was so now.
We're going to have a dance contest at the Soul Train.
So what's your,
show?
tell me about you. You like to get out into the clubs or what do you do? No. But you'll dance I
don't like the club atmosphere anymore. I used to, travel all over the world.
Yeah.
And it's like I didn't come to Knoxville just to go to clubs. Mm-hmm. I came back to take care of my mother, and then go to clubs.
Yeah.
No. What I was saying is like take care of my. I like the atmosphere when it's safe and it's really people dress up nice or dress in a theme or anything like this. People can dress up from the 70s if they want to.
Oh yeah.
I might have a little fro thing going. I don't know.
Nice.
Nate just starts laughing when I ask him, "What do you want me to wear?" He goes, "Man, come on, just get up there and do your thing." I was like, "But I don't know what my thing is." He goes, "You'll figure it out."
Yeah,
Nate's real laid back.
Yeah, he wants you to be you.
I am. I'm just gonna be me. And
that's good. Well, let me put in a quick commercial for Audible. You know, if you like audio entertainment, including this podcast, you can find it on Audible. And if you want to sign up for Audible and use our URL, you can get a free 30-day premium membership and get all the benefits of that premium membership. And that includes an MP3 download. Every month, premium members get a credit for an MP3 that they can keep. So you can find the longest book you can find, 7 hours, whatever, the longest audiobook you can find, and download that and keep it forever, even if you don't keep the Audible membership. So go to audibletrial.com/Frank and Friends Show. They've got like 300 years worth of audiobooks, and you can't listen to them all. You just can't. But you can. But the other thing is, it's found time. So it's kind of a catch-22 here. You know, I found this since I've got the AirPods, that I can just set down the phone and just start listening to things while I'm picking figs or cleaning the pool or just working around the house, do whatever I got to do. And you've got all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I don't have to make a big production out of just listening to this audiobook or this podcast or this custom entertainment that they make. So it's a great way to, get things done. And if you listen in the car or you listen in your bed on your Amazon Alexa or whatever it is you do, it keeps your place across devices. So you can, same book, multiple ways to consume it. So check that out. And a lot of us, haven't had time to sit down and read a book in the past year. What do they say? 27% of adults say they haven't read a single book in the past year, which is kind of sad. But, the audiobook, start,
reads for you,
digging in. Yeah, especially I've got a road trip. In fact, when this episode drops, I'm wearing my Michigan shirt. It's not really, I bought it at Sam's Club, but this is my Michigan shirt. I call it because my son is getting his PhD at the University of Michigan.
Oh, blue and gold, baby.
Yeah,
blue
so I
gold.
thought I had to put that shirt on in honor of him, because we're getting a little road trip up to see him do his final, whatever it is.
You do your Audible thing. You can hear the books as you drive.
While we're driving, yeah. So go to audibletrial.com/Frank and Friends Show. Use our code. You're also supporting us when you do that. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's one of those per inquiry deals, right?
Sure.
So go check that out, and we hope that you'll keep it for not just 30 days, but forever and ever. All right. Talking with Cylk Cozart about the great event coming up Sunday, October 9th at the Press Room, which is, we did an event there. I've been at multiple events there and emceed things there.
A lot of weddings are there.
Yeah, I like the space.
It's gorgeous.
I like the space a lot.
Great family that runs it.
The Norris family, yeah, terrific. So they'll take good care of you. Make sure you get everything you need.
Yeah, Jane Stone really introduced us to a lot of great people over there, and it's kind of
She's with Granada Entertainment, who puts all this together.
Yeah, she works with Nate, and they're a great team. They bring in people that, as they need what you need. I mean, you don't need 50,000 people.
Yeah.
You need the right people.
Nice. So it's going to be a fun night, a Sunday night, and you're getting an early start on it, because it's a school night. So you'll get us underway by 7 o'clock, and I think, what did you say on here, 7 to 10:30 or so?
Right.
Good. Tickets are at Eventbrite, so it's easy to search for Soul Train Party Express Knoxville. You'll see the artwork here. You can also search for the Climax, because that's the headline entertainment. You can search for Cylk Cozart. I've done all of these things. I searched Cylk Cozart, Soul Train Party, and boom, there. Look at me. I've got the Facebook event.
I believe we're going to have a dance contest too. I believe so.
Tell me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and just all I'm going to say, there's going to be a dance contest, and there's going to be some got to win, some got to lose. But everybody wins because they're having a good time.
Nice. And food and beverages, or just mostly what are we doing? Just drinks. So it's after dinner party. You come after dinner.
You can, absolutely. Right. But I'm bringing my own drink. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you should.
Can we paper bag it or brown bag it? What they used to do back in the day.
Oh yeah.
You bring you a flask.
You know what? There's a place near Market Square that sells all these like UT flasks that are hidden in neckties.
Really?
And scarves. Yeah, like you'd wear it's like an orange necktie that you'd wear to the game, but it's got a flask built into it.
Let's say, why is Cylk always adjusting his tie? I don't.
Now I'm looking at the. Tell me about this guest host Cylk Cozart, local spotlight artist. Is that
Jess?
Yeah.
She's a really wonderful singer. What we would like to do is showcase new artists.
Nice.
Unlike they did in the beginning when Soul Train came in. You're a new artist, you're just a new artist. You could sing your butt off, but you wasn't going to get on TV or radio or even a live event.
Yeah.
But we want to give, and Nate is one of those guys that, he's had it really nice, and he likes to give back. And for other
beautiful.
singers, it's so hard. It is so difficult. So he thought, well, why not give someone, if we're in that town, let's say if we're in Atlanta, we'd give a person from Atlanta
Brilliant.
this.
Brilliant.
So
you could take this show on the road and do it.
we're talking about
That's
it.
smart.
But I think
That's
you
smart.
build it up right here.
Yeah.
Nate fell in love with Knoxville, Knoxville fell in love with Nate.
Yeah.
And I think that's a way of building something really special. In fact, I could see this happening once a week from a streaming point of view.
Oh,
you know anybody that does that? But anyway,
I think so, yeah.
I know a couple people, a couple friends. I know a guy knows a guy, knows another guy.
Yeah. So I see that on the Eventbrite, it says retro 70s period attire is encouraged. Bell bottoms, afros.
Not demanded, it's fun.
But it's fun, yeah.
But everybody there is going to be dancing at some point. This place is going to be an open space.
I got to tell you though, I went to my wife and I went to an 80s themed party last year, and we looked in the closet and we took out actual clothes from the 80s, and we showed
Still
up.
fit.
I know. Well, it was, we felt ridiculous because everyone else is on these like Halloween costumes where they've mishmashed the early 80s and the late 80s, and it's like we're looking at them like, what are you wearing? They didn't
know.
And they're looking at us like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? I wore something out of the preppy handbook, with the turned up Izod collar and the other shirt on top of it. I was sweating. I'm like, why do I wear this?
But it was fun, right?
Yeah, I guess.
That's why we want people to have fun.
Yeah.
I know Nate was joking about the heels and everything.
Yeah.
And there are going to be some people dressed up
That's
with
good
bell
stuff.
bottoms and afros and wigs and things. But
I
how
can
many
wear regular clothes,
Yes, you
right?
can.
I can just come.
Just don't dance regular. But here's what we're gonna do. You just want people to enjoy the music, the energy, the food, the Cylk whiskey and the country roads of beer. And then you especially that, when you will. But that music relaxed us as a country. It came at a time that, after the Vietnam War and all this stuff, it relaxed a country that was pretty up and up.
No, you're absolutely right.
uproar.
I mean, we think about the times today, and a lot of us are old enough to remember the turmoil of 1968, 69. That was a brutal time, and we made it through. Like you talked about, that music that brought us together, the Motown sound and the soul music of the 70s, even the rock and roll, and they're all just kind of, I work on a radio station that mishmashes those rock and soul songs together from that era, and they sound perfectly normal side by side.
Yes.
And that's what we're used to. We're used to hearing on the radio in those days, top 40 radio. You'd absolutely have a Temptation song next to a Fleetwood Mac song. That was normal.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. Yeah. I like it.
So I wanted to also say with Jess, our spotlight singer.
Jess Bliss.
Yeah, she has a really nice, soothing voice.
Nice.
And she's very energetic. And I think the crowd will like her too.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited about it.
Good.
All right, so Cylk, I gotta know. We gotta do some of these other projects you're talking about.
We're gonna do that.
We gotta hang out and do stuff.
We're gonna do that, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I have to leave now?
No, I got a couple more minutes, but I'm kind of leading into the open-ended.
I wasn't going to leave anyway. I was going to sit here for another, whatever.
Well, that's fine. I mean, my wife will be home in a few minutes. She'll probably feed you if you stick around long enough.
Hey, that's good. I know I could eat always.
I mean, I don't know. I was going to go maybe jump in the pool before it gets too late.
I can't swim, so he's got a good basketball goal outside.
Yeah, I can't play basketball. So, but I was going around to that open-ended question, like this is the scoop dish at the end of near the end of the interview, where I know I forgot something, but I want to make sure I didn't leave anything out.
Well, no, you leave anything. No, you really are very well-rounded in the interviews. I mean, we can always talk about.
Tell us about your deepest desires and greatest fears.
I'm afraid that I'm gonna wake up one day and nobody's gonna want to see any of the movies and hear any of the music that we're doing.
We're past that point, right?
That's good.
Yeah, you're already.
I would like to meet Dr. Bass one day.
That could be arranged. I work with the guy.
I know.
I'm on his payroll.
I heard he's just phenomenal, and he's got that energy.
Yeah, he's a teacher. Is what I love about Dr. Bass.
Always.
Is that whatever the situation, like I'll ask a question and he'll say, "Well, you should go write a thesis on that. You should become a student and study that." but he's always asked about my son. You know, he'll never forget to ask, you know, hey, how's your son doing with that PhD? And I was able to tell him last week that it's finished. Thesis is turned in. We're going up to Michigan to watch the final presentation.
What part of Michigan?
He's in Ann Arbor at the University of Michigan.
Oh, that's where you want to be.
Yeah. So I was worried. I didn't know OSU fans here, right? We're all good?
No. I would like to know how much of those hats. Those look kind of cool.
Oh, well, I can look them up on bonezones.com. Don't forget the S.
I'll wear one.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
I'll hype it up.
We'll get you taken care of. Well, this is going to be a great night for Knoxville. I mean, I noticed it's got prominent display on Visit Knoxville's website, too. Do you see this?
Oh, yes. I
See
knew
what I'm looking at here?
Oh, look at that.
This is a big play.
Go to Visit Knoxville. You're going to see this.
Yeah,
Great.
they got all the links. I mean, it's so easy. Actually, literally, I Googled, and I got the...
Who's that guy?
That's you. That's a nice picture of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a dummy.
A nice picture of Climax with Joyce on there.
Don't you love that name, Climax? Never mind.
Well, Apex was taken.
Right. Anyway.
Peak.
Right,
Acme.
yeah.
Acme.
Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
It's all right there.
The top. You can't get any more. That's as far as you can go.
Anyway, one simple Google, I get Visit Knoxville, I get Eventbrite, I get Facebook. All of them had the correct information right on there. So,
Well, Eventbrite makes it easy for you.
yeah, you know, and the thing about
They make it
watching
easy.
a
Thank you,
podcast
Eventbrite.
is I literally will put the clickable link in the description. So all you got to do is scroll down.
That's really
You
good.
click on the link, and it'll take you right to Eventbrite so you can buy your tickets for the Soul Train Party Express.
People are going to have fun at this. We
yeah.
need to have fun.
Yeah.
People haven't been going out much because of the pandemic.
But since then,
Dang it.
Since then, man, it's come roaring back. Every event
Yeah.
I've been to in 2022 has just been, I mean, if I were hip enough to say lit, I would say it.
You can say it.
But I think I can because
You can.
that word frequently turns up in the New York Times crossword puzzle. As the clue will be like, rather exciting. And then
On
you type,
fire.
On fire, and you type in lit. You know, they've really in the puzzle they've started adding a lot of more slang and
Yeah.
terms, but there's always something that little one off about it because it's the New York Times. Story.
I'm really looking forward to this, October
This
9th.
lit
because
event.
Seeing friends I haven't seen in a long time.
Oh,
we'll
man.
be able to talk, be able to mingle and stuff in between the songs. We're going to have fun.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to have fun now. So,
Yeah. Good time.
If you're not having fun, what are we doing?
Well, if that's the case, just sit down and relax and enjoy the music. I
can't
Let
relax.
the music.
I can't.
Not you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. If I ever say the word relax, no, I'm not talking to you.
I don't even know how to spell relax.
That does not even apply.
I can't deal with it. You're so much fun, Frank.
But you know what I mean. Is if you can also go to the show and just
Oh, yeah, there'll be some people there. Everybody ain't going to be jamming.
yeah.
Well, that looked more like I was having a fit.
21 and up for the show.
21 and up.
Because the delicious whiskey is on the menu. So probably check your ID, do a wristband, and that's.
Oh, it'll be simple, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff.
Might even have a new drink that goes with the Cylk whiskey.
Oh, I love events that have themed drinks. What are you thinking?
Have you ever had the honeysuckle flower and that little bead you pull out and you go?
Yeah. I do that with my fig tree also.
Well, that's another story. But the little bead.
Yeah, the bead.
I thought, wouldn't it be cool?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be cool to have a drink?
Yes, that tastes like.
So
that.
I have a drink that's going to be called
the honeysuckle.
Honeysickle.
Oh, nice.
Sickle. Get it? Sickle. Silk. But it'll be honeysuckle
The honeysuckle.
with the whiskey.
The honeysuckle.
That combination.
I get it. Oh,
And
that's
it's going to
good.
be tasty.
That's what, like you say, the smooth is what.
But in straight by itself, Cylk is very smooth. It really is. And I'm not just saying it took 3 years just to do taste testings all over the country. And blind taste testing where nobody knows what that is. It's covered. They 90% of the time they took the Cylk whiskey. New York, Chicago, LA, everywhere we went.
Talking about pop music.
That's right. That's right. We even have a jingle that's coming up.
Oh, wow.
it.
All right. Well, I appreciate you being here.
Thank you for the invite.
God bless you all. Have a great night on October 9th. Make sure you get out there and enjoy Climax, Cylk Cozart, produced by Nate Evans and Jane Stone with Granada Entertainment. Great friends, and they well-deserved success to them. All right. This is the Frank and Friends Show. Be sure you follow us on social media and like us on the things, but mainly subscribe on YouTube. Help us get to our goal of 1,000 subscribers by Christmas, and ring that bell for notifications. We appreciate you and Cylk
And Facebook too. Go to Facebook.
all the
all
things.
friends.
I got the Instagram. I got the Anyway, it is the Frank and Friends show. I'm Frank Murphy,
I'm Cylk Cozart.
and we'll talk to you again next time.